I'm done with my shifts. Okay, clearly after my shifts, because I walk to bus stops and walk to places, I have time to vlog. So maybe this will be when I'm narrating the day. I'm contemplating getting dinner because I'm about to go to my ballet class, and we finish ballet at 8:30, so I wouldn't want to eat dinner then. I mean, that makes sense, but I'm usually not hungry after my ballet class. But if I eat now, it'll have to be light so that I'm not like my stomach's jiggling around during class and I'm like about to throw up. Anyways, the day was basically I woke up bright and early at 5:36. My alarm was ringing that whole time, but the ringing was in my dream. And then I woke up, and then I told them my job called me the Uber since they asked me to come in early, which I really appreciated. Yeah. So I got the Uber. I texted that I was ready around 5:56, and then the Lyft got there in 5 minutes. It got there at like 6:02, and then I got to work. And on my way on the drive to work, I ordered breakfast from Wawa because I was like, girl, the 6 a.m. shift's about to beat my behind. So anyways, I got a turkey. I try not to eat red meat like pork, bacon, especially not for breakfast. And I used to be pescatarian a few months ago. So that's where it started. And then little by little, I just was like, nah, well, I can eat chicken. So I was like a politarian. Then I was like, well, then I accidentally ate. No, there was one time I thought I accidentally ate pork because it was a sandwich. And then the person told me it was turkey. But I was like, I'm so hungry that I was like, well, it's too late. I already ate ham. So in my brain, I was like, well, I already broke my... It was not a fast, but I was like, well, I've already eaten ham. But in reality, I hadn't. So then I just started. One time we had a pizza party, and they only had pepperoni pizza. And I was like, I don't want to be the only person at the pizza. Well, it wasn't a pizza party. It was a movie night. I didn't want to be the only one not eating pizza. Honestly, it's kind of a dumb reason because it's like very much FOMO, but that's what happened. So I just still try to manage my diet. And these days I'm like, it's not about eating red meat and pork. It's about not eating so many processed oily foods with so much sugars and processed unhealthy stuff. So the goal is to just eat healthier. Anyway, so I got that for breakfast and I'm trying to drink coffees that are not as sugary and stuff, because I really have a sweet tooth. I really like processed foods, fast food, fried. Like that's kind of what I've been on, and I'm like, let's switch it up. Let's change. I want to be a healthier person. I really want to be serious about my dance career. I feel like that's the change that I've had recently. I'm like, that athleticism doesn't just happen. You have to carry that dancerness outside of this dance studio. That dancerness. So that's what I had for breakfast. I worked my shift. I started with the infants, which is like 0 to almost 1 year old. Then I went to my normal classroom, which is with the 2-year-old. I worked, put them to nap. I went to lunch at 12:30 p.m., which the lunch vlog is going to be inserted here. Okay, hey everyone, I'm on my lunch break. It's Wednesday, August 26th, 1 p.m. exactly. And my throat still kind of hurts, so I'm going to try to make this brief, and I also don't know how much space I have. I want to go to California for my 21st birthday, like a few weeks after my birthday, because that saves me time to prepare, and that's just the weekend that works. And I want to go to this certain recording studio and meet with this engineer and record with him, but he said it's $200 per hour, or for an 8-hour session, it's $1,000. And he said that after I told him that I wanted to record my sophomore album, and I was like, can you give me an album discount? If I record an album, can you give me a discount? And then he just bluntly said those prices, like $200 per hour or $1,000 for 8 hours. And I was like, okay, so one, seems he didn't think the discount joke was funny. 2, yeah, he's not like oh, you're from Malawi, or like, they're like, yeah. Most people I've worked with have given me a discount because like I know someone they know, or yeah, that's pretty much how that's been happening. Or like we worked at a similar place, so I'm not getting that banter from him. So I'm kind of like, maybe I don't want to record there in general. I'm also, it feels like I'm rushing my sophomore album because it's like I'd have like a week. That's so stupid. I also feel like I shouldn't be sharing that, but it's like, imagine that happens. Like, let's say I get a grant and I have more than $1,000, and then I go to California and record my sophomore album. Or if it doesn't happen like that, then it'll be a beautiful story. Probably like, oh, I recorded it at home. Yeah. Anyways, I have ballet class after work today, which I'm looking forward to because it's the last one I have for the next 2 weeks, and then like we start. We start and we don't stop until like early December when we have our last Nutcracker performance. So, well, I guess we're gonna have a Thanksgiving break, like that point. But yeah, that's what's going on. I'm on my lunch. That's what's going on my lunch break. Yeah. Oh, I've also been coming up with titles for my sophomore album, but I won't tell you that now. And I'm excited to start The Artist's Way in a few weeks. And I'm gonna record my music video for one of my debut album songs in 6 days. Anyways, I'm sleepy, so I'm gonna put my shades on, take like a 4-minute nap, and then I'm gonna go back to work. Bye. Okay, now it's after lunch. I finished the shift. I'm walking to my ballet class, and it's a 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. ballet class, and right now it's 6:01. I got off work really early. I usually never leave before 6 p.m. Yesterday I left at 5:59, which was great. And yeah, then I'm gonna go home, and because I take the bus, it takes an hour and like 30 minutes to get home. And if I finish the ballet class at 8:30, if the class ends early, I get to get on a bus that's at like 8:34. If not, I have to wait till like 9:01 to catch a train. So I usually get home about 10. So I'm like, dang, I left the house at 6 a.m. and I get home at 10 p.m. That's such a long day. And it's longer and harder because I'm not feeling my 100% self. I've had a sore throat. I've been taking the throat numbing spray. I've been taking Halls the whole day. And those are the days that I'm like, that's when it's hard work to me, when I have to kind of like push myself a little more. I'm not too sick to the point where I can't work, but I'm also sick enough to like know that I really have to drink a lot more water than I normally would. I have to do some extra things to take extra care of myself, like take the throat spray, take the Halls. I shouldn't even be talking much because the throat numbing spray helps, but if something's hurt and you numb it so you can use it, you're just making it worse. Right now, I'm not even gonna hold back. I took painkillers, which is why I'm so chatty, but when they wear off, I'm gonna take another Halls because my throat's just really uncomfortable. But anyways, I just want to share that because I really always need motivation on days where I'm like, oh, I don't want to do it. I feel like that's where the motivation is. That's where the self-discipline kicks in. That's what's going to take you to the level of, if you want to be great, if you want to be successful, if you want to be a hard worker. It's on the days where you don't want to do whatever you're meant to do that you still get up and do them without anyone screaming in your face, without anyone telling you, without anyone rewarding you. It's like I'm just having to pick myself up and say, hey, this is what you have to do. You're an adult. You have to be responsible. You have to go to work. You want this ballet career, so you have to go to class. And honestly, I could have texted and be like, I'm not coming to ballet class today. But I didn't go on Monday because we had the table read, which, okay, now I'm dipping into the vlog I did a few days ago. And I was meaning to explain a table read is basically where in a play, you have the whole script of the play. So the whole cast, well, actually it can be in more than a play, but any theater production, the whole cast reads. Everyone who's playing a role reads their role. So you're not actually standing and doing the acting. You're just reading it so everyone gets the story in their mind. They understand what's happening. And our director was reading the lines. I just realized, maybe someone watching the vlogs isn't a theater person or doesn't know what a table read means. That's my second one in life. The first one I did was in high school when they gave us the play and we all sat together and we, like, if my part is, let's say we're doing a play and it's a family and my part's the mom. So during the table read, I'll read as a mom. And we're sitting reading it, And like, I was getting a character. If my character's screaming, I'm not just gonna read it like, how dare you talk to me like that? I was like, how dare you talk to me like that? And then my character, whoever I'm talking to, the other person will read it back like, how dare you talk? Like, it's kind of like you get into the character, or for me, it feels like getting into the character without standing up and using your body. It's just how you can use your voice at that point. It's just how you can use your tone, how you can add pauses and beats into the words and phrases you're using to convey the character. And then obviously we rehearsed yesterday, then we stood up. The scene got blocked. Blocking is when they say, okay, your character stands here. Then as they see this person, they run up to hug them. So they're gonna walk from this part of the room to this part, and they like give you directions of where to stand, where to walk, how to look, the direction, you're facing the audience, use your back to them. Are you diagonal? Are you downstage? That's blocking. They go over that. Which in dance, it has another term, I forget. And dance, in dance that's just choreography. But during tech rehearsal, they go through those things. There's a term, we used to have a term for it. Like, not cleaning up the dance, but maybe there wasn't a term. Maybe we were saying blocking and I just forgot. I don't know. Anyways, the point is, I'm on my way to ballet class. This is 17 days till 21 in the series, 21 days till 21. Thank you for watching and have a great evening and rest of your day. Okay, last thing. I know I said I'm trying to go away from sweet stuff, but I am kind of sick. I just worked a long day, a 6:30 a.m. shift. I deserve this. Okay? And I'm going to my ballet class and I don't feel like eating dinner. I'm not hungry enough. So I need some carbs. These are my carbs. Okay, bye.